Hello Junior 4, how are you? Hope you all are fine. We are still in Unit 2, Concept 1, but in this lesson we will study Lesson 2. Lesson 2 is talking about force, motion, and gravity. Let's start with the force. What the meaning of force? As we said in the previous video, force is push or pull. So what the meaning of force? It's a push or pull that is applied to an object, causes it to change its position. One more time. Force is a push or pull that is applied to an object, causes it to change its position. What the meaning of change its position? Move from one point to another point. So change its position means move from one point to another point. It's important definition. You must study it well. In this part, the question is define what the meaning of force. You will write force is a push or pull that is applied to an object, causes it to change its position. As we said, how many types of forces are there? 2 types of forces are there. Pushing force, like this picture, a man pushes a wheelbarrow, and pulling force, like this picture, a child pulls a toy car. So there are 2 types of force: pushing force, pulling force. Now let's study the relation between motion with balanced and unbalanced forces. What the meaning of balanced and unbalanced? Balanced means equal. Unbalanced means unequal. Let's start with balanced forces. Like this picture. The 2 groups are equal. 2 boys and 2 girls. They are playing tug of war game. Each group pull the rope, but in this picture, in this game, the 2 teams are pulling the rope with equal forces because they are equal persons. This group is 2 and this group is 2. So it's equal force. What will happen to the rope? The rope will not move. So when the force is equal, the object will not move. One more time. When the force is equal, the object will not move. This means that the forces that act on rope are balanced. What the meaning of balanced? Equal forces. But what about this picture? The forces is not equal, is unbalanced. There are 2 teams playing tug of war game. Each team try to pull the rope, but the rope will move to which force? To the small force or to the greater force? Yes, excellent. The rope will move to the greater force. So the rope will move toward the team with the greater force. This means that the forces that act on the rope are unbalanced, or we can say unequal forces. So one more time, this part is important. When force is balanced, the object will not move. But when the force is unbalanced, the object will move to the greater force. Now let's talk about another point. We will talk about motion. Motion like moving. The object will move from one point to another point. When object move from one point to another point, this is called motion. So what the meaning of motion? It's any change in the position of an object relative to a fixed starting point. One more time. Motion is any change in the position of an object relative to a fixed starting point. Question in this part is, what is meant by or define? You will say the motion is any change in the position of an object relative to a fixed starting point. What the meaning of fixed starting point? The first point that the object start to move from it. Like this picture, the object or this ball will start from the yellow point, which is fixed starting point, and will move to the green point. So this ball make what? Make motion. Move from fixed starting point to another point. This is called motion. Now we will study another definition, which is gravity. What the meaning of gravity? It's a force that pulls objects down towards the earth. So gravity is a force. Okay, which type of force? Pulling or pushing? It's pulling force. So gravity means the force that pulls objects down to the earth. Like this ball. The boy threw the ball in the air. What will happen to the ball? It will fall down to the ground. Give reason the ball will move down to the ground due to the gravity. So in the earth, actually in the center of the earth, there is a force. It's called gravity. What the meaning of gravity? It's a force that pulls objects down towards the earth. Question in this point is, define or what is meant by gravity. Gravity is force that pulls objects down toward the earth. Let's study types of motion. Some motion are easy to be seen. What the meaning of that? We can see it easily. Like what? Like a person walks down the street. Any person, any girl, any boy walks in the street. And like what also? Like leaves move by the wind blowing. So we can see this motion. But the second type of motion is called hard to be seen. We can't see it. Like what? Like the rotation of the earth around the sun. We can't see the movement of earth. So it's motion that's hard to be seen. I want you to look at this picture well and find out how many forces affect the bag. There are two forces affect the bag: arm pulling force and gravity pulling force. The gravity pulls the bag down and the arm of boy pulls the bag up. So the force of gravity pulls your bag downward, but the force of your arm pulls your bag upward. To which direction the bag will move? The bag will move to the greater force. The bag will move to the direction of the greater force. In this case, in this picture, the pulling force of your arm is greater than the pulling force of gravity. There are two unbalanced forces. Can you remember what the meaning of unbalanced? Unbalanced means unequal. So the bag will move up toward the greater force. But what about this picture? Is there any force affect objects when they are not in motion? Yes, there is. Force affects objects when they are not in motion. In this picture, there are two forces affect on this boy. Chair pushing force, which is upward, and gravity pulling force, which is downward. The force of the gravity pulls you downward, but the chair exerts force that pushes your body upward. So they are opposite forces. The pulling force of gravity is equal to the pushing force. Can you remember what the meaning of equal? Yes, two balanced forces. Equal forces means balanced forces. So the body of boy will move or not? Will make motion or not? No, there is no motion. Due to what? Due to two balanced forces. As we said in the first of lesson, two balanced forces equal no motion. Balanced forces equal no motion. What about this picture too? Look at this book on the table. There are two forces affect on this book. Gravity pull the book down and the table push the book up. So the force of the gravity pulls the book downward. The table exerts force that push the book upward. The pulling force of gravity equal the pushing force of table. So this is balanced forces or unbalanced? Yes, great. This is balanced forces. So there is motion or no motion? Balanced forces equal no motion. Balanced forces equal no motion. That's all about our lesson today. If you have any question, please write it in the comments below. And thank you, and see you soon in another video.